So I kind of already stood why people actually love Forza Horizon 3, and that was something I was like, okay, going into this game, I was aware that a lot of people love this one even more than like the newer games. But it was kind of insane though, because later on there was a moment where I was like, oh, where it really finally clicked for me with this game, and I wasn't really expecting it. One of the things I was going into with Forza Horizon 3 was actually fairly simple. Like, I was going into this game respecting the entire franchise and stuff like that, and going, okay, so I do understand that Forza Horizon 3 was talked about. I always liked the idea of playing this game and seeing what, like, started with this one compared to, like, 4 and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll play this similar to, like, Forza Horizon 5. I was kind of going through the events and maybe rushing some of the races, trying to unlock stuff. And even in some ways, guys, I was kind of going through this game like a checklist, and I was like, okay, let me do this, let me do that. Oh, I need to do this now and stuff like that. Kind of waiting for like the huge moment to happen. Am I right? But the thing is, though, I was like, okay, well, you know what? Let me slow down a little bit instead of rushing to each event and stuff like that, which is something I was doing. And honestly, I feel like people might jump in, they're hyped up. You know what I mean? They might kind of rush through certain things. But I'm like, you know what? Let me slow down and start driving between each location, going over different hills, taking different roads, and just kind of experiencing the game a little bit and really slowing it down and take in the entire map design and stuff like that. Listening to seeing like how the festival crowds are when you go in different areas, seeing like the NPCs, seeing the noise they make, and then eventually seeing them grow and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, okay. Without me even realizing it, dude, the game was actually changing when I started to do this. And that was something that was kind of wild. Like, I wasn't expecting it to really, like, okay, you know what, John? Slow the game down. And yes, that's my first name if you are wondering. Slow the game down, just take it and really just kind of jump into it and just take it all in. You know what I mean? A lot of people nowadays, man, they kind of just like to rush through the games. And one thing I really wanted to focus on was to not rush through Forza, bro. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not just gonna rush through Forza Horizon 3 as fast as I can. As in the beginning, dude, I was kind of doing that. I'm like, you know what? Let me slow it down a little bit. Let me actually really check this stuff out. So a lot of that was me expanding a festival site and seeing the atmosphere change and seeing everything grow more, seeing more races pop in, different PR skills, aka stunts, getting a vehicle built up where that means me going in trying to build this truck or building this car to actually make it quick enough for the races, really trying to get that one set up and customizing and doing different things like that, taking like slower night drives and all that, doing different races in the dunes and just kind of experiencing different things. Then realizing after finishing events and stuff like that and realizing that progression actually feels earned in this game compared to a lot of the other, even Forza Horizon 5, man. Like a lot of the progression in that game, you can definitely argue it probably doesn't really feel earned, right? In Forza Horizon 3, though, it really felt like it was earned to me in a way. Like, I'm going to each area, I'm kind of building all the festivals up, getting everything done right. I'm kind of earning the fans and doing all the races, getting better vehicles and stuff like that. Looking at the map going, oh, dang, I built the festival there. This whole area is different now than it was before. That was honestly really cool, man. And you know what's insane though? Like it wasn't actually a race. Like it wasn't me driving a specific car. And don't get me wrong, there were some cars I really love in Forza Horizon 3, man. For example, the Rolls Royce. You guys probably saw my video on that car. I also really did enjoy the BJ Baldwin trophy truck. I love that thing as well. But I was realizing it wasn't even unlocking some things. It was kind of just building the festival and getting the entire game built up from nothing, also using all kinds of cars, building those vehicles up and stuff. And I was like, no, bro, this is really what it's about, man. It's actually about taking the overall like game's atmosphere, like really taking it in, taking it slow, and kind of putting myself in like the immersion of the game, or almost like, okay, let me pace this a little bit differently. Let me really invest like my time into this game and really invest like the way that I feel about it and stuff like that, and kind of take it all in and actually play it. And that was something I really did notice, dude. Like, that is when it really clicked for me, dude. I was kind of just going through the game. And again, a lot of people might just rush through some of these games and stuff like that, dude. But the thing is, though, you really do want to go through the game and actually experience it and stuff like that and not rush. And I feel like a lot of people nowadays in gaming might even do that. Like, maybe you're trying to get through the game as fast as possible. Get all the super cool stuff as quickly as you can. You know what I mean? But I was like, you know what? No, maybe I'm looking at that stuff wrong. Or maybe even people nowadays, when they're playing some of these games, maybe you are looking at that wrong, dude. Like, maybe it's just about cruising through a dark forest in one of your favorite cars and just taking in, like, the darkness and just driving one of your vehicles, hearing that motor kind of just roar up, going into first-person view and stuff like that, taking in the atmosphere, taking in the way the game actually feels, instead of just constantly trying to rush and get to every location, not really taking different things in. Like, look at the detail of your vehicle, or look at certain things like that, and it's kind of crazy, bro, because I feel like this will end up reflecting into me in Forza Horizon 6 when it comes out, too. Like, I'm not going to try to just rush through the entire game as quickly as possible now. Obviously, being a content creator and stuff, you kind of got to play through the games a tad quicker to get, different ideas and different content and different things out quickly and stuff like that. But even then, though, I really think actually taking in the game, having like a pacing and just kind of like immersing yourself into it is so dang important, dude. And that was something that really clicked with me in Forza Horizon 3, man. Like, seeing the entire map actually build and progress while I'm playing through it, doing different races, doing all kinds of things, building different cars, going, oh, you know what, let me engine swap this thing, let me put these tires on it, let me go try it in this race. It kind of just like, okay, well, let me take my time, let me figure these things out, let me use some of my favorite vehicles, or even some cars you might not even like, and then you'll end up seeing everything really build around you. And honestly, dude, it's a pretty crazy feeling. And you know what, though? Let me elaborate on this a tad more, as I feel like that might be a tad confusing. But the thing is, though, y'all know how a lot of people are kind of just going through the racing games, or not really focusing or looking at the atmosphere or taking it in and stuff like that. Or I guess you could say really immersing yourself into the experience or really connecting with it, which is probably why I see a lot of people that actually want like a hybrid type of story. That way you can connect with the game, or, the characters in the game, how like a lot of people want to connect with them or kind of feel the emotions of the characters or stuff like that, or really go, oh, I can relate to this or relate to that, and then also progressing through the game with racing and then feeling other things from new characters. And I kind of feel like that's probably why a lot of people really want like a full-on, maybe a story, or that's also kind of why I want like a hybrid type of story. Because I do admit, guys, going through and seeing how the entire map of this game actually evolved now, does Forza Horizon 3 have a full-on story? Obviously not. I haven't played Forza Horizon 2 yet, so I can't judge it. Everyone talks about Forza Horizon 1 and that game having a full-on story, the best progression ever. Personally, I can't wait to play that game and really experience why everyone talks about it, and I'll probably end up making a similar video on that game when I end up playing it. But I do admit, though, playing through Forza Horizon 3, this game actually it hit me a little bit differently than 4, if I'm being real, man. Like, it really did. Like, just cruising around, looking at the atmosphere and stuff like that, just taking in the overall environment and just kind of feeling the game a lot. I kind of think this game kind of hit me a little bit more than it did in Forza Horizon 4. Not in, like, a negative way or anything like that, because I still like that game. But I can definitely see why a lot of people are telling me, hey, dude, you're going to love Forza Horizon 3, bro. I'm telling you, dude, you're going to love everything about it. And so far, though, the funny part about that is, even when I first started to play this game, I was kind of feeling that a lot, like I was really enjoying the game a lot. But once I actually slowed down, dude, and I really took everything in, it really did click for me, man. It's kind of insane. Like, I sat there and I was like, wait, I really did build this entire map. I get to cruise around this. I'm getting different cars. I'm actually feeling like I earned my cars, though, which is really dope. I really do think in Forza Horizon 6, man, everyone talks about getting cars handed too quick. What I mean by that is Forza Horizon 5 giving you like a Lambo or something really fast, right, dude? The best way to do it is to just make wheel spins tied to like a progression thing. I talked about this in a different video. Make it so you can't actually get any supercars or high-end vehicles from the wheel spins until you actually progress through the game a little bit and you're farther. Maybe you can't get them until you beat the whole campaign. I don't know, dude. Make it something like that so it forces you to progress through the game, feel the different cars, kind of like what Forza Horizon 3 did. It really makes you actually immerse into the game and feel like you're earning things instead of getting handed to you. And that was something I really liked about this game. I'm honestly hoping 6 does it as well. Do let me know what y'all think in the comments below. What are some of your favorite moments in Forza Horizon 3? You can even say 4 or 5 if you want. What were some of your favorite moments in Forza Horizon 3 that clicked for you, that really made you go, dang, I really like this game?